Hello, this is Jorge Herrera. It's been about 2 weeks that I don't stream, and it is because I really didn't know what I was going to talk about. Because the main event that happened a little more than 2 weeks ago was the assassination of Charlie. Uh, The whole world was talking about, even TV, that they don't like to give so much time to um, Republican issues. Even TV was talking about him. But all the Republicans, all the podcasters, everybody that had uh, an influential channel was talking about Charlie, like like Steve Bannon, like Steve Steve Crowder, and also Tim Pool, and well, uh, Shapiro, everybody, and in the Charlie Kirk channel, obviously they were talking about him to honor him, and there was such a reaction, worldwide reaction, that in the assassination they didn't expect that. They were expecting that they were going to silence Charlie, where there were so many Charlies that showed up. It really backfired. Fortunately, too many uh, conspiracy theories or arguments or different versions that at this time we really don't know what's going on. Who was really behind the assassination of Charlie? Because as time goes by, they find more evidence, more information comes out, so it changes the initial narrative. So at this time, I really don't know what's going on. But what am I coming up here to talk? I'm coming up here to talk because I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, we don't know what will be how America be after Charlie, because even though we have such a humongous reaction on conservative circles around the world, the liberals, the Democrats, they still don't don't change, they don't give an inch. So I don't I don't know if we're going to be able to have an America that function like maybe in the 1950s or I don't know, maybe 1975 or something, because we've been really with I mean, America, we've been with all kind of problems, wars every so often, and economic problems that affect most of the people. But lately, things were really going bad because they were attacking our children. And when they are attacking our children, they are attacking our future. So that's why we don't know what's going to happen. We don't have we don't have young people that uh, I mean we have a big amount of young people that can function. I have to give kudos to Turning Point USA because Charlie was doing a tremendous job. That's why he's been honored the way that he's been honored. Part of what I was thinking, wow, we need to let him rest in peace. But his influence was so big that people wanted to honor him. They still want to honor him, and he deserves it because he did a humongous, a gigantic job. He was not perfect, so maybe he had a few things that uh, people didn't agree with. Uh, I don't know, maybe he was too pro-Israel, or maybe he was changing his pro-Israel position. I don't know. That's too many of the versions that are coming up. But that he helped young people, nobody can deny that because many, many millions of young people changed because of Charlie. And it shows because Charlie wanted to have like 25,000 chapters of Turning Point USA. And after his assassination, there were more than 38,000 applications. So he achieved his goal. Unfortunately, he gave his life for it. So I really want to encourage people to tone down. And unfortunately, the media and the liberals and, and most of the Democrats say that it is from both sides. But I I don't know. I don't think you can name too many Democrats that were assassinated because we wanted to silence them. I'm, I'll shut up for a minute and wait for somebody to say something. Well, the reality is that I'm not really getting um, too much interaction in my streams. When I review the statistics, I see that some people has view my streams, but the truth is, I don't get I don't get conversations in my streams. I don't get people to come in and say something, interact. That's what I would love people to do to see if we can have some conversations. So that's so I know that there was no voice that will come up and say, well, this Democrat or this liberal was assassinated because the Republicans, the conservatives, needed to silence them. That really, that really hasn't happened. But President Trump had at least two attempts to be assassinated, and there was a judge, Kavanaugh, that somebody was uh, apprehended when he was close to his house and had a lot of equipment to with which he was going to uh, hurt Judge Kavanaugh. So, um, and also our beloved Charlie Kirk and Tim Pool and Steven Crowder. They have had a lot of calls. They have intimidated them. They have said to them uh, that they're going to kill them, and that's why they have to spend a lot of money in protection. Steven Crowder is doing some new presentations at universities to try to dial try to start some dialogues, and he um, he came up with a theme. He says, "Well, the um, the left is violent. Changed my mind." So he's had a couple of conversations, and the way that he's been able to do it, he's really not announcing them. So for that reason, he doesn't get too big of an audience, but it's a little safer to do it that way. And I believe Tim Pool wanted to do it, but his security told him that they couldn't protect him, so he um, he decided to cancel those projects. So anyway, hopefully uh, we can tone down and definitely uh, the leadership, the democratic leadership, is the one that needs to tone down because they are the ones that incite the violence. Now also the media that is all with the Democrats because we get our beliefs based on what we read, what we watch, and the people that we meet and where when we travel. But the people that watch TV really get information that is biased. I watch TV and I see that, but I get really my beliefs, my news from all those conservative podcasters. And when I hear to the Democratic leadership, I can see their aggressiveness, their aggressiveness, their bias. So then again, I'm doing these streams and I accept people to join in and participate. So change my mind. Well, it's been a while I didn't come up and do a streaming, so I wanted to do that. And I'm going to try to be consistent again. So talk to you next time. And thank you for taking a look at the video.